Good evening, friends. Welcome to Unacademy Gate MEPIXC. This is your educator Aprup Rao, and you are watching the lecture series of Strength of Material, and it is revision through formula and questions. In this special lecture series, we are going to revise the entire strength of materials through the very important concepts, the formulas, and most expected questions. Yes, it will be a quick revision. In every lecture we are going to revise one chapter. हर एक चैप्टर के लिए हम एक लेक्चर देने वाले हैं. So बेटा, there are 12 to 13 chapters, 12 to 13 lectures in which we are going to completely revise entire strength of material. And what we are going to cover in this lecture series? All the concepts, all the theory part, all the important formula, all the sign convention, and most expected questions from those topics. Okay, and today's topic is shear force and bending moment diagram, and this is a topic which is favorite of a lot of students, right? Because a lot of students get confused in shear force and bending moment diagrams. So that's why this particular session is going to be really helpful for all the GATE 2021 aspirants. If you are preparing for GATE 2021, then don't forget to watch this complete lecture series. This is lecture number 5. We have already completed 3 chapters. The first chapter was the basic concept. Second chapter was axially loaded member. Third chapter was torsion in circular shaft. This is our 4th chapter where we are going to complete shear force and bending moment diagram. So don't forget to hit the like button and share the link with all your friends, all your groups. Copy the link of this class and share it to your Facebook, WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, wherever you are present, wherever it is possible to share. Please share and share, because I want this lecture series to reach to as many students as possible. This is a very special series because I have designed this series in such a way that after completing each lecture, the PDF of that lecture will work as short notes. I have prepared all the slides in such a way that you are going to get all the important concept, formula, sign convention, everything in one PDF, so that beta you can use this for your revision. This will be as short notes for you, ready-made short notes for you. So if you are thinking of revising strength of material, then beta do it with me in this special lecture series. And don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to share this link. If you're watching me for the first time, let me introduce myself. My name is Aprup Rao, All India rank 320 in GATE Mechanical. I have done my MTech from IIT Kharagpur and my specialization was design. In my final year of MTech, I was recruited by Mahindra and Mahindra, and I was placed at their research and development center called Mahindra Research Valley, where the cars and tractors of Mahindra are designed. So I worked there in the field of design for 2 years, but then I decided that I need to quit my job. I want to teach. So I've been teaching for more than 6 years now, and I teach all the subjects of design. You can see that my specialization is in design. My 2 years of work experience is in design. So I teach subjects of design: SOM, MD, EM and TOM. And you can watch all my free lectures of these subjects at one place. सारे lecture SOM, MD, EM, TOM के एक जगह आपको मिल जाएंगे. कहाँ? Just open this link, tinyurl.com/aprup10. Open your web browser and type tinyurl.com/aprup10. Use this link in order to find all my lectures completely organized at one place. I have made Excel sheets for every lecture series. Whenever I take a lecture series, I make an Excel sheet and I update the links of all my classes one by one in that Excel sheet. So I have Excel sheet of SOM, EM, MD, TOM, vibration, every subject of design. And this particular lecture series, I have made a Excel sheet, a separate Excel sheet for this lecture series also, so that you can download the short notes, you can download the PDF of all these lectures. All these lectures will be at one place. So if you open any Excel sheet, you will find that the entire content is well organized in these Excel sheets. You can easily navigate through each chapter. You can open any class. You can download any PDF. Okay, so this is prepared by me personally. This is my gift for you in order to give me, this is my gift for you because of your love and support that you have shown so far. आप लोगों ने जितना प्यार और जितना सपोर्ट मुझे अब तक दिया है, उसके बदले एक छोटी सी हेल्प, एक छोटी सी शुरुआत है मेरी तरफ से, so that all the students can easily access the free content of the subjects of design. डिजाइन के सब्जेक्ट्स अगर आप प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं, if you are preparing the subject of design, you don't have to go anywhere, just go to this site tinyurl.com/aprupten. You are going to get everything here, okay? And you can also follow me on Unacademy. This is the link of my Unacademy profile. If you open this link, you can watch all my free special classes, where I have taken classes on very important topics. So how to get to my free special classes, how you can open them, how you can watch them? 3 very easy steps. Step number 1, download Unacademy learning app. Step number 2, register. And step number 3, when you will try to open any class, initially, if you are using this app for the first time, initially all these classes will be logged. So in order to unlock all the classes, not only mine, all the classes of any educator, you have to use this code APRUP10. If you use this code, all of the free content of Unacademy will be open. जितना भी free content है, यानी कि special classes of all educators, mock test series, Unacademy Combat, which is India's biggest quiz competition based on GATE, all of this will be open to you. You can access all of this data simply by using this code APRUP10. So don't forget to follow these 3 easy steps in order to watch my free special classes, and not only mine, all the free special classes, okay? And if you want to prepare with some legendary teachers of Unacademy, then you can take Unacademy Plus and Iconic subscription. New batches have been launched for GATE 2022, GATE 2023 and ESE 2021, and these batches have been launched recently, okay? Within this week, within this month only, these batches have been launched. So you can take part in these batches, you can join these batches. All the legendary educators of Unacademy are teaching in these batches. So if you want to join them, then beta take Unacademy Plus or Unacademy Iconic subscription. What will be the benefits of Unacademy Plus and Unacademy Iconic? That I will explain later. If you want to take Unacademy Plus or Iconic subscription, all you have to do is go to your Unacademy learning app and choose any one of the subscription plans. I will prefer 2-year, 1.5 year or 1 year plan, because the per month cost is very less. And you can use this code in order to get 10% instant off and my personal attention, okay? So beta, 1 year, 1.5 year or 2 year plan will cost you around 74 rupees per day, 64 rupees per day and 54 rupees per day. So this is how affordable the cost of Unacademy subscription is, okay? You can also take Unacademy Iconic subscription for 1 year and 2 year. If you want personal attention by a personal guide, a personal mentor, अगर आपको एक personal guide या mentor चाहिए जो 24 घंटे आपके बारे में सोचे, who will push you towards your goal on a very personal level, then you can take Unacademy Iconic subscription, okay? Now beta, let's move on to our syllabus. So we have completed Introduction to Stress, Strain and Material Properties in the first chapter. This was our first chapter. Axially loaded member was our second chapter, and torsion in circular shafts was our third chapter, right? Now this is our fourth chapter, which is shear force and bending moment diagrams. After this, we will cover bending stress, shear stress, deflection of beams, columns, complex stress, complex strain, pressure vessels, all the chapters one by one. And in each series, in each lecture, we will complete one particular chapter, okay? So today's chapter is shear force and bending moment diagrams, okay? So what we are going to do, beta, we are going to quickly see the entire theory, all the important formula, all the important sign convention. We will use some examples to understand shear force and bending moment diagram, and then we will see most expected questions, what type of questions you can expect from shear force and bending moment diagram, okay? And This will quickly revise all your concepts of SFD-BMD and you will get ready-made short notes of SFD-BMD. The PDF of this lecture we work as short notes for you. You can download and you can save this as short notes. Okay, where will you get the PDF? That I will explain at the end of this lecture. Okay, how you can download the PDF of this lecture, that I will explain at the end. Okay, so let's start the revision of shear force and bending moment diagram. I hope all of you are ready. Please, those of you who are live, hit the like button and please share करो. मैं बार बार बोलता हूं यार, आप लोगों को लगता होगा कि सर कितना पकाते हैं, बार बार शेयर बेटा. I have to repeat it. I have to say this repeatedly in every lecture. Why? You already know. I have already repeated so many times that I need to reach to maximum number of students, as many students as possible. Not for me, so that if there are some students who really need these lectures, then they should get their hands on these lectures. They should find these lectures. Okay, there are some people who can't pay, who can't take paid subscription beta. They really need free education. They really need quality free education. So beta, this is one way of providing them quality free education. Okay, so if you want to help with this cause, if you want to help me to reach to these students, please like and share this link with all your groups. Okay, wherever it is possible. Thank you so much for liking and sharing. If you have already done that, let's begin. So beta, first of all we need to understand beams, because shear force bending moment diagram is related to beams. So what is a beam? Beam is a structural member which is used to support transverse loads. What do we mean by transverse loads? These loads are transverse loads which are perpendicular to the axis of the beam. If I apply force along the axis of the beam, then it will be known as axial load. ये जो load होगा, ये axial load होगा. This will be an axial load. And the load which is perpendicular to the axis is transverse load. Okay, so beams are designed to support these transverse loads. You can watch this beam on your head, over your head. In your room only you can watch the beam. Okay, it is supporting the load of the entire building. It is supporting the load of the entire roof. Okay, so this is beam. Now there are different types of beams, so we can divide the entire types of beams into main categories: statically determinate beams, statically indeterminate beams. We have already gone through what is determinate and indeterminate. Determinate means where you can find all the reactions just by equilibrium equations. Indeterminate beams means where you can't find all the reactions by equilibrium equations. You have to use compatibility equations. Now there are three types of determinate beams: cantilever, simply supported and overhang. And three types of indeterminate beams: propped cantilever, continuous and fixed beam, also known as built-in beam. So total 6 types of beams. Now what is the difference in all these beams? How they are different from each other? How you will see that this is a different beam and this is a different beam? Based on the type of support. In every beam the support is different, and due to the support the reaction is also different. Okay, in every beam the supports and their reactions are different. Now we need to understand in each beam what is the type of support and what is the type of reaction. So let's one by one see each type of beam. So we will start with cantilever beam. So cantilever beam looks something like this. One end is completely free, other end is fixed. So if you see, what are the maximum possible reactions? Maximum possible reactions, what will be the maximum possible reactions at the fixed end? So beta, you will get a reaction force in x direction, you will get a reaction force in y direction, and you will also get a couple due to this fixed end. So there are maximum 3 reactions. If there is no force in x, then this x reaction will become 0. But maximum possible reactions are 3, and maximum possible equations are also, equilibrium equations are also 3. What are the equilibrium equations? Summation of fx equals to 0, summation of fy equal to 0, summation of mz equals to 0. So beta, 3 equations, 3 unknowns. So this is statically determinate. The next beam is a simply supported beam. In case of simply supported beam, we have a hinge support at one end and roller support at other end. So if you see the maximum possible reactions, then there will be one vertical reaction force, one horizontal reaction force, and here there is a roller support, so no horizontal reaction, there will be only one vertical reaction. If there is no force in x direction on the beam, then this horizontal reaction will become zero, you will only get these two vertical reactions. But here we are talking about maximum possible reactions. So maximum possible reactions are 3, equilibrium equations are 3, so this is also statically determinate. Okay, so this is simply supported beam. Then we see overhang beams. In case of overhang beams, the type of support is same. One is hinged and other is roller, but the placement of support is different compared to simply supported beam. In simply supported beam, both the supports are at the ends. In overhang beams, either one or both the supports are at some distance from the ends. Here, this particular overhang beam has only one overhang on the right side, but this particular overhang beam has overhang on both sides. This hanging part is known as overhang. तो बेटा यहाँ एक ही side overhang है और यहाँ दोनों side overhang है. Okay, so both are known as overhang beams only. Okay, now if you remove the supports and if you apply the reactions, you are going to get the same reactions. At the hinge support, you are going to get vertical and horizontal reactions. At the roller support, you are going to get vertical reactions. So the supports and reactions are same, but their placement, their position is different compared to simply supported beam. Okay, so these three beams are statically determinate, maximum 3 reactions. Now let's move on to statically indeterminate beam, which is propped cantilever beam. So in case of propped cantilever beam, we have one end fixed and on the other end there is a roller. This roller can be at the middle also. यहाँ roller ऐसा भी लग सकता है. So one end is fixed and there is a roller either at the end or somewhere between the ends. Okay, here I am putting the roller at the end, but it can be here also. That will also be a propped cantilever beam. Okay, so now beta, if you see the reactions at the fixed end, I will get 3 reactions and at this end I will get 1 reaction due to roller. So total how many reactions? Maximum 4 reactions. So beta, this is a statically indeterminate beam. We have only 3 equilibrium equations and 4 unknowns. So beta, 3 equilibrium equations, 4 unknowns means statically indeterminate. How you get the 4th equation? Compatibility equation. Okay, so beta, this is propped cantilever beam. Next we will see continuous beam. Now in case of continuous beam, there are 3 supports, out of which one is hinged and 2 are roller. So you can take example of simply supported or overhang beam, put one more support and it becomes continuous beam. So here at the hinge support, I am getting 2 reactions already. At this roller, 1 reaction. At this roller, 1 reaction. So how many reactions do you see here? 4 reactions. And how many equilibrium equations do we have? 3 equilibrium equations. So this is also statically indeterminate. Okay. Next one is fixed beam, also known as built-in beams, where both the ends are fixed. So in this case, there will be 3 reactions at this end and 3 reactions at this end. Total 6 reactions and only 3 equilibrium equation. So this is also statically indeterminate. Okay, so you have seen all the 6 types of beams and the type of supports and reactions in each case. You need to remember that. Okay, next is a very special type of beam which is known as beam with internal hinge. Now beta, what do we mean by internal hinge? Internal hinge is nothing but a pin joint. Let's say you have 2 separate beams and you have connected these 2 beams using a pin joint, then this pin joint is known as internal hinge. This is internal hinge, which is nothing but a pin joint. Okay, you have connected two beams with a pin. Now if you separate them, if you separate the two beams using this pin, what you are going to get, beta? If you separate the beams using this pin, this is a pin joint, so you are going to get a vertical reaction and a horizontal reaction. Let me call this Rx and Ry. Now whatever Rx and Ry you are getting here, you are going to get an opposite Rx and Ry here. So this will be Rx, this will be Ry. If you are wondering why I am taking Rx and Ry like this here, it can be like this, right? Ry can be downward here. Beta, it doesn't matter. You can assume any direction. If you are getting negative answer, your assumption is wrong. If you are getting positive answer, your assumption is right. Okay. So I have assumed some direction of Rx and Ry, but whatever directions you are assuming here, it will be opposite here. The values will be same and directions will be opposite. So this is known as beam with internal hinge. Okay. Now let's see distributed loads. What do we mean by distributed loads? If the load is acting only at one point, or if the load is acting at very small area, then I'll call this load as a concentrated load. But if the load is acting over a large area, then we call this load as distributed loads. And distributed loads are shown like this diagram. This is the beam and this is the loading diagram. Okay. Now the height of this diagram is known as load per unit length. ये जो height है diagram की, let's call this W. So this W is known as load intensity, which is nothing but load per unit length. Usually it is denoted in kilonewton per meter, 10 kilonewton per meter, 20 kilonewton per meter, 30 kilonewton per meter. Okay. Now understand, if you have a distributed load like this, then you have to calculate the total load and you have to take moment of this load. So what will be the total load? Total load of this distributed load is equal to, total load is equal to area under the loading diagram. अगर आपको टोटल लोड निकालना है तो आप क्या करोगे? In order to calculate the total load, you will calculate the area under this loading diagram. ठीक है? If you calculate area under this loading diagram, it will give you the total load. Okay. Second thing, if you want to take moment, then what you can do is, you can assume that the total load is acting at the centroid of this area. Let's say the centroid of this area is here. Okay, this is what? Centroid. So if this is the centroid, then I can assume that the total load is acting here, like this. Okay, so convert this distributed load into a single total load and apply this on the centroid in order to calculate moment, not in order to calculate not in order to draw the diagram. While drawing the diagram, you will treat it as distributed load, but while calculating the moment, only for the calculation part, not for the drawing part, only for calculation part, you will assume that it is a concentrated load acting at the centroid. Okay. Now there are different types of distributed loads, but usually in your exam you will get only two types of distributed load: uniformly distributed load and uniformly varying load. Uniformly distributed load means load intensity will be constant. W will be constant. W is not varying. Okay. So the load intensity is W from one point to another point. Okay. Let's say the length of this is L. Let's say from here to here the length is L. So what will be the total load, beta? Total load is equal to area under the diagram. Now this is a rectangular diagram. So what will be the area? Height into width, W into L. And if you want to take the moment, then you will assume that this entire load is acting at the centroid. Now where will you get the centroid? You will get the centroid at the center. Okay. So the total load can be applied at the center in order to take moment. So I will assume W into L is acting at the center. From here to here, L by 2, and from here to here, L by 2. So this is a uniformly distributed load. Okay. Most commonly used load. So we have maximum question. In maximum question, the distributed load will be the uniformly distributed load. Okay. Next is uniformly varying load. Now what do we mean by uniformly varying load? Here W is not constant, but W varies linearly. Means W is proportional to X, not X square. If W is proportional to X square, it will be a parabolically varying load. This is uniformly varying load. Okay. So let's say beta, the maximum load intensity here, this maximum load intensity is W and the length is L. So what will be the total load beta? Total load means area under the diagram, and here it is a rectangle, and in case of triangle, area is half into base into height. So this will be WL by 2, half into W into L, WL by 2. And while taking the moment, I will assume that this load is acting at the centroid, but the centroid here will not be at the center. This is a triangle. So the centroid will be somewhere here. This is WL by 2. The centroid will be at 2L by 3 from this side and L by 3 from this side. Okay, it will be closer to the bigger end. Centroid will be closer to bigger end and away from the smaller end. Okay. Now beta, this is one type of uniformly varying load. It is not necessary that uniformly varying load will always give you a triangular shape. Sometimes it can give you a trapezoidal shape. When will you get this type of diagram? If the minimum load intensity is not 0, here the minimum load intensity was 0, maximum load intensity W. Here the minimum load intensity, let's say, is 10 kilonewton per meter and maximum load intensity is, let's say, 30 kilonewton per meter. This is just an example. Okay. And let's say this distance, let's say this total length is 6 meter. Okay. So what you are going to do in this case? See, either you need to remember the formula for trapezium, or what you can do is you can convert this into a rectangle and a triangle. आप क्या कर सकते हो, इसको एक rectangle और एक triangle में break कर सकते हो. Okay, like this. Okay. So beta, now it has become a rectangle plus triangle. So if you want total load, then how you will get it? Total load of this rectangle, area of the rectangle will be 10 into 6. And what will be the area of this triangle? Half into, now what will be this height? If 10 is removed, then the height will become 20. Okay, so this will be 60 plus 60 means 120 kilonewton, right? 60 plus 60, both the loads are 60. Okay, so 60 plus 60, 120 kilonewton. Okay. Now if you are taking the moment, then you cannot apply this single load at the centroid. Why? Because you don't know the centroid of this complete area. You know the centroid of rectangle separately, you know the centroid of triangle separately. So what you are going to do in order to calculate the moment? In order to calculate the moment, you will convert the total load of rectangle separately. You will treat the total load of rectangle separately, total load of triangle separately. दोनों का total load is 60 and 60. तो बेटा ट्रायंगल के लिए, रेक्टेंगल के लिए the 60 kilonewton will act at the center and triangle का 60 kilonewton will be acting somewhere here. Okay, if you see, this distance will be 3 meter and this distance will be L by 3, means 2 meter, right? This 60 kilonewton of UDL will be acting at the center and 60 kilonewton of UVL will be acting at L by 3 from here, matlab 6 by 3, 2 meter from here. Okay, now you can take moment either at this point or this point, wherever you want, you can take moment. Okay, so do you understand how to solve these types of problems? Very good. Next is shear force and bending moment definition. So it is very important to remember the definition of shear force and bending moment, the basics of shear force and bending moment. Okay, so beta, what is the definition of shear force? Shear force is what? Shear force exactly is internal resisting force. Shear force is internal force at a cross section. If you apply transverse forces, then there will be parallel forces to the cross section. Let's say this is a beam, I am applying a transverse load here. So beta, in the cross section, the internal force that is here to resist this load will be parallel. So that internal force which is parallel to the cross section is known as shear force. Okay, now how do we calculate shear force? Let's say we have a beam like this. ठीक है, मान लो हमारे पास एक ऐसी बीम है. Let's say these reactions are, let's say this is R1, R2, and let's say these loads are W1, W2 and W3. Okay, now I want shear force at this plane. So I have cut the beam from here and I have divided into two beams. Okay, this is R1 and W1, this is R2 and W2 and W3. Now you can either calculate the shear force here or you calculate the shear force here. Both will be equal, right? Both will be equal and opposite. So beta, if I calculate the shear force here, then what will be its value? Here if I calculate the shear force, then its value will be like this. R1 minus W1. Okay, and here if I calculate the shear force, then its value will be W2 plus W3 minus R2. Now you must be wondering why I have written R1 minus W1. I can write W1 minus R1. So how we are going to find whether the R1 will be positive or W1 will be positive? So first of all, let me tell you, there is no universal sign convention. You can write it W1 minus R1 also. Okay, but beta, you need to use some type of sign convention. Okay, so that you will not get confused in the sign, because you have to calculate shear force on every plane. So if you use a different sign for here, if you use a different sign for here, then beta, it will be a complete mess. So that's why you need to use a sign convention so that you will not get confused. So what will be the sign convention? For shear force, we usually use this sign convention. Okay, if I am considering shear forces from left, then from left upward force will be positive and downward force will be negative. Okay, for example, here I am calculating the shear force from left, right? Here I am calculating shear force from right. So from left, upward force positive, downward force negative. That's why I have written R1 minus W1, right? Now if I calculate the shear force from right, then it will become opposite. From right, downward force is positive and upward force is negative. You can see here, downward force is positive, W2, W3. Upward force is negative, minus R2. Okay, so this is our sign convention when we calculate the shear force. Okay, similarly, there is a definition of bending moment. Now, what do we mean by bending moment? Bending moment बोलने का मतलब क्या है? तो bending moment is also an internal resistance. but this is a moment resistance. Okay, the resistance can be force, the resistance can be a moment. Okay, so this is the resisting moment. Now bending moment, how do we calculate? So the same way we calculate shear force. If I want bending moment at any section, then I will calculate the moment of all the forces either on the left side or on the right side. ठीक है, अगर मान लो मुझे बेंडिंग मोमेंट निकालना है, लेट्स से आई वांट टू कैलकुलेट बेंडिंग मोमेंट हियर. ओके, so beta I will calculate the bending moment of these two forces. That will give me, I will calculate the moment of these forces here, that will give me the bending moment here. If I want the bending moment here on this plane, same plane but on this beam, then beta I will calculate the bending moment of all these forces here. So bending moment at any plane will be equal to the sum of moments of all the forces either left side और राइट साइड. या तो लेफ्ट के सारे फोर्सेस का मोमेंट निकाल लो यहाँ पे, या तो राइट के सारे फोर्सेस का मोमेंट निकाल लो यहाँ पे. ठीक है, शियर फोर्स में यू ओनली नीड टू ऐड द फोर्सेस, बट हियर यू नीड टू कैलकुलेट द मोमेंट ऑफ फोर्सेस. ओके, नाउ हियर आल्सो वी हैव अ साइन कन्वेंशन. ओके, what will be the sign convention? So in this case, in bending moment, if the moment is acting like this, okay, then I will consider it as a positive moment, and if the moment is acting like this, then I will consider it as a negative moment. Now this type of moment is known as sagging moment, and this type of moment is known as hogging moment. Okay, you can see that this is a smiley face, positive, this is a sad face, negative. Okay, so very simple to remember, very easy to remember. Okay, so we have seen the definition and sign convention of shear force and bending moment. Now there is a relation between the load, the shear force and bending moment. Okay, we need to remember this relation. This is a very, very important thing, because the entire shear force and bending moment diagram is based on this relation only. If you remember this relation, it will be really, really useful in solving the problems. Okay, so beta we are going to write the relation between load intensity, shear force and bending moment. There are two main relations. The first relation is between the load intensity and shear force. According to this relation, the load intensity, according to this relation, the slope of shear force diagram is equal to load intensity. Okay, this is one relation, very important, ds by dx equals to w. And second relation is the slope of bending moment diagram is equal to shear force. This is another very important relation. And beta this second relation can also be written like this. ये जो second relation है, इसको हम एक दूसरे तरीके से भी लिख सकते हैं. If I integrated dm equals to s dx, if I integrated between any two points a and b, then what do we get? mb minus ma equals to integration s dx is what? Area under shear force diagram between a and b. So this is a very, very important relation which we use in solving the problems. Okay, we will see the use of this. Okay, I have already explained the use of this. I have already explained in my lectures the use of this. So beta, if you want, you can use this in order to solve the problem. Okay, there are some problems which will be easily solved by this. mb minus ma means difference in bending moment. If there are 2 points a and b, then difference in bending moment at a and b will be equal to area under shear force diagram between a and b. So these two relations are very important. Now how to apply these relations? We have these three examples. In first example, there is no load intensity between the 2 points. So beta here W is 0. In second example, there is uniformly distributed load, means W is constant. And in third example, there is uniformly varying load, means W is proportional to X. Now if you differentiate shear force, you get W. So if you integrate W, you get shear force. Integration of 0 will give you what? Integration of 0 will give you a constant. So beta here the shear force diagram will be like this. Shear force will be constant. Okay. If you integrate constant, you get X. So here shear force will be a straight line. And if you integrate X, you get parabola. So here shear force will be parabolic. But beta, you need to remember how you will see whether the parabola will be like this or like this. Okay. So beta, look at this. ds by dx equals to W. So if ds by dx is increasing, W will also be increasing. Matlab ki slope should be increasing. Here see, W is increasing, so slope should be increasing. And how you draw increasing slope? You first use these two small lines, 0 degree and 90 degree. ठीक है, 0 degree to 90 degree increasing ना, 0 degree line, 90 degree line. Now you join these two lines using a parabolic curve and you get a parabola with increasing slope. Okay. Now if you differentiate bending moment, you get shear force. So if you integrate shear force, you get bending moment. So integrate constant, you get a straight line. So m will be proportional to x. If you integrate x, you get parabola. Shear force is increasing, so parabola slope will be increasing. Okay, so here m is x square, and if you integrate x square, you get x cube, and again increasing slope. Okay, so m here is proportional to x cube. So this is shear force and bending moment curves under different loading diagrams. What did I do? I integrated shear load, so I got shear force. I integrated shear force, so I got bending moment. Okay, so this you need to remember. If there is no load, how shear force and bending moment curve will look. If there is UDL, how they will look. If there is UVL, how they will look. And you also need to understand whether it is an increasing slope parabola or decreasing slope parabola. ठीक है, increasing slope और decreasing slope parabola ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. तो आपके लिए, आपकी सुविधा के लिए, let me tell you, 0 degree line, 90 degree line. Okay, so this is increasing slope. ठीक है, यहां पे नीचे से ऊपर से नीचे जा रहे हैं तब कैसे होगा? इंक्रीजिंग स्लोप, इंक्रीजिंग स्लोप, 0 डिग्री लाइन, 90 डिग्री लाइन. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो increasing slope. Okay, so this is increasing slope. Okay, अब decreasing slope के लिए 90 degree line, 0 degree line. Okay, so this will be decreasing slope. Again ऊपर से नीचे जाना है तो 90 degree line, 0 degree line. So this will be decreasing slope. Okay, so this is decreasing slope. Okay, so I hope that you have understood my trick. Just join two lines, 0 to 90 increasing, 90 to 0 decreasing. Okay, sudden change in shear force. So whenever there is a point load, अगर कहीं पे भी point load होगा, then there will be sudden change. Okay, due to point load, sudden change in shear force. Okay, so you can see that there are 4 sudden changes here, 1 2 3 4, and shear force is suddenly changing. See, shear force is suddenly changing from here to here, here to here, here to here, and here to here. So this is the sudden change, which will be equal to, the change will be equal to the load. Okay, similarly sudden change in bending moment. So sudden change in bending moment is due to couple, due to couple there is sudden change in bending moment. So you can see the bending moment is suddenly changed from here to here and from here to here. Why? Here is, there is a couple here, but why it is changing here? Because there is a couple reaction here na. तो यहाँ पे this is a fixed end, तो यहाँ पे भी there is a sudden change. Okay, so if there is a couple, sudden change in bending moment. If there is a point load, sudden change in shear force. Okay, now beta, maximum questions, in maximum questions they ask you to calculate maximum bending moment. Okay, in GATE or ESE or any objective type objective type question, they will ask you to calculate the maximum bending moment. Now it is not possible that you will calculate bending moment at each and every point and then you will check which one is maximum. No, that is not possible in objective question. So in objective question you need to first know the location of maximum bending moment, then you will calculate the maximum bending moment. So beta, where will you find maximum bending moment? So there are 2 points where you can get maximum bending moment, 2 criteria to get maximum bending moment. The first criteria is the sign of shear force changes at the section. For example, let's say we have a shear force diagram like this. Let's say this is the shear force diagram. Okay, so you can see that, इसको मैं यहाँ बना लेता हूँ because the space is very less here. So let's say we have a shear force diagram like this. Okay, this is the shear force diagram. So you can see that it is changing sign somewhere here. This is, let's say, point A, this is, let's say, point B, this is, let's say, point C. So at point B the shear force is suddenly changing, so the bending moment will be maximum at point B, like this. This will be maximum bending moment. Okay, so you can see that bending moment is maximum where shear force changes sign. But there is one more condition where bending moment can be maximum, and that is if there is a couple at the section. अगर किसी section में couple है, then also bending moment can be maximum even if there is no change in shear force. For example, let's say we have a cantilever beam. Okay, let's say we have a cantilever beam. So in case of cantilever beam, at the fixed end there is a couple, so bending moment will be maximum here. Bending moment is maximum here. Why? Because there is a couple. Okay, so couple की वजह से bending moment जो है वो यहाँ maximum आ रहा है. Okay, so do you understand the 2 criteria to get maximum bending moment? You have to keep these 2 criteria in mind. Either the shear force sign is changing or there is a couple. या तो shear force का sign change हो या फिर कोई couple हो. So usually in cantilever beams the second criteria is there. There is always a couple at fixed end, so we get maximum bending moment at fixed end. But in shear, simply supported beams and overhang beams, there is no couple usually there is no couple. So where will you get maximum bending moment? Where the sign of bending moment is changing. ठीक है, तो simply supported and overhang beams में we get this first criteria and cantilever beams में we get this second criteria. Okay, next is point of contraflexure. Now what do we mean by point of contraflexure? So point of contraflexure is a point where the bending moment changes sign. Point of contraflexure means the bending moment changes sign. For example, let's say we have a simply supported beam like this. Okay, let's say we have a simply supported beam like this, and there is a couple acting like this. Okay, so you will see that the bending moment diagram of this beam will look something like this. The bending moment diagram of this beam will look something like this. Okay, this is a very famous example. So beta, you can see that the bending moment sign is changing here. So this is known as what? Point of contraflexure. Now why this point is so important? This point is so important because at this point the nature of bending changes. If you see how this beam is going to bend, then it will look something like this. From here to here, from here to here, positive bending moment is there, so there will be sagging, and from here to here negative bending moment is there, so there will be hogging. तो आप देख सकते हो कि यहाँ पे नेचर ऑफ बेंडिंग इज चेंजिंग फ्रॉम सैगिंग टू हॉगिंग. So that's why this point is known as point of contraflexure. Contra means opposite, flexure means bending. तो बेटा opposite bending हो रही है यहाँ पे bending का nature ही बदल गया है, sagging to hogging और hogging to sagging. That's why this is so important to us. Okay. Now beta, let's understand the shear force and bending moment diagram using examples. Okay. So we'll solve one example of each beam. Cantilever, simply supported and overhang, so that you will remember. Okay. So beta, let's say this is a cantilever beam. Fatafat se we will draw the shear force diagram first. Okay. So in order to draw shear force diagram, we will start from left. Okay. Let's point these. So this is A, B, C, D. Okay. So how I will draw the shear force diagram? I will start from left. Why? Because there is no reaction at the left. Okay. First I will draw the datum line. Datum line means on this line the shear force is 0. इस लाइन पे shear force क्या है मेरे भाई? 0 है. ठीक है. Now I will start from A. Is there any point load at A? No. So shear force at A is 0. The next point will be B. So at point B, what will be the shear force? On the left of B, what is the total load? 1.5 into 2 means 3, and this load is downward. Left to say downward is negative. So at point B, the shear force will be -3. Now from A to B, there is UDL. So the shear force diagram will be a straight line like this. Okay. Then from B to C, there is no load, and if there is no load, shear force will be constant. Then at point C, there is a point load, so there will be a sudden change. So it will suddenly change from -3 to, this is a downward load is negative. So -3 and -4, it will suddenly change to -7. This will be -7. Then from C to D, there is no load, so shear force will remain constant. Then in the end, it will become 0. Why there is a sudden change here? Because there must be a reaction here na, तो reaction की वजह से sudden change. What is this? Shear force diagram. Okay. You can see entire shear force diagram is on one side only, no sign change. So where will you get maximum bending moment? Where there is a couple. Okay. D पे couple है, तो वहां we will get maximum bending moment. So now we will draw the bending moment diagram. So quickly we will draw the bending moment diagram here. Okay. Again, I will first draw the datum line. Means on this line, bending moment will be 0. Now at point A, is there any couple? No. So bending moment will be 0. At point B, let me name these points first. A, B, C, D. So at point B, what will be the bending moment beta? From A to B, there is only one load, UDL. What will be the total load of UDL? 1.2 into 2, 3. And where I will assume this UDL is acting? At the center. So beta center से B तक का distance is 1 meter. So beta 3 into 1, 3. So bending moment here will be -3 kilonewton meter. Now from A to B, it will be a parabola because this is UDL, so parabola. But how the slope will be? So here shear force is increasing. Don't look at the negative sign. Magnitude is 3. So 0 to 3 increasing. So shear force is increasing, bending moment slope will be increasing, and increasing slope will look like this. Okay. So this is what? bending moment diagram from A to B. Now at point C, what will be the bending moment? So left say there is again the same load, 1.5 into 2, 3, and it is acting here. From here to here distance will be 1 plus 1, 2. So 3 into 2, 6. So here bending moment will be minus 6. Now from here to here it will be a straight line. Okay, because there is no load, bending moment diagram straight line. At point D, what will be the bending moment? So beta, the load of UDL will be 3 multiplied by 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. 3 into 3, 9. And moment of this 4 into 1, 4. So 9 plus 4, 13. So beta, this will be minus 13. So it will be another straight line like this. But there will be a difference between both the straight lines. This straight line will have a greater slope compared to this. Okay. Don't draw single straight line. Okay. And in the end, it will become 0. Why the sudden change? Sudden change kyun? Because there is a couple at the fixed end. That's why sudden change. Okay. So beta, this is what? This is the bending moment diagram. Parabola, straight line, straight line. Okay. Where you are getting maximum bending moment? Here, minus 13 kilonewton meter. This is the maximum bending moment. Okay. So this is shear force and bending moment diagram in case of cantilever beam. Let's see the shear force and bending moment diagram of simply supported beam. Now in simply supported and overhang beams, in order to find shear force and bending moment, you need to find the reactions. Okay. And how you will get the reactions? By using equilibrium equations. So here beta, I don't want to waste your time. That's why I have already calculated the reactions. Okay. So reaction calculation is not what I want you to understand here. I want you to remember how to draw shear force and bending moment diagram. तो बेटा यहाँ पे रिएक्शन मैंने पहले ही निकाल लिए हैं. ओके, 10 kilonewton, 6 kilonewton. Now I will draw the shear force diagram first. So I will draw the datum line first. पहले तो हम datum line draw कर लेते हैं. So this will be our datum line where shear force will be 0. On this line shear force is 0. Okay. Now let's start from A. So beta, at point A the shear force will be how much? This is a point load, so it will suddenly change. Upward load positive, so 0 to 10. Suddenly change up to 10. Then from A to B, अच्छा नाम दे देते हैं, पहले नामकरण संस्कार नहीं हुआ है. Yes, हो गया. From A to B there is a UDL. How much UDL? 4 into 3, 12. So 10 upward, 12 downward. Minus 2. 10 minus 12, minus 2. Okay. Then from B to C there is no load. From C to D also there is no load. This is a couple which will be not counted in shear force diagram. This is a couple. It will be counted in bending moment diagram. So B से D तक there is no load. So it will go horizontal. Like this. Okay. Then at point D there is a downward load. How much? 4. So minus 2 minus 4 minus 6. Then from here to here constant, and then sudden change up to 0. Okay. Now beta, this is the shear force diagram and you can clearly see that this shear force diagram is changing its sign. Where? Here. Let's call this point as point F. This is a point where the shear force is changing sign. So we need to find this. Okay. How we are going to find this? So we have two options. Okay. Let's call this X. Let's say this distance is X. So beta, what will be this distance? This distance will be 3 minus X. Okay. So beta, I can apply similar triangle here. Okay. I can apply similar triangle here. So beta, it will become X upon 10 equals to 3 minus X upon 2. ओके, माइनस 2 मत लिख देना मेरे भाई. सिमिलर ट्रायंगल में ट्रायंगल के साइड्स की लेंथ लिख रहे हैं. लेंथ कैन नॉट बी नेगेटिव. ओके, तो फ्रॉम हियर आई विल फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स. और आई हैव अनदर ऑप्शन. shear force at F will be equal to what? Shear force at F should be 0, right? अब F पे shear force कितना आएगा? 10 minus 4x, 10 minus UDL from here to here. So UDL from here to here will be how much? 4x. 10 minus 4x equals to 0. X will be 2.5 meter. X will be 2.5 meter. Okay, from here also you are going to get the same thing, 2.5 meter. So you can use this approach or you can use this approach. Okay, I have given you two approaches. So I have found the location where bending moment will be maximum. So I have to calculate bending moment here also. Okay, so next time I will draw the bending moment diagram. So बेटा I will first draw the datum line. मैं पहले तो datum line बना देता हूँ. So this is my datum line. This is my datum line. Okay. Now at point, पहले नामकरण संस्कार कर लेते हैं. This is A, B, C, D, E, and somewhere here is a point F. है कि नहीं? 2.5 meter पे. Okay. Now at point A, what will be the bending moment? 0, because there is no couple. At point F, bending moment will be maximum. And how much bending moment I will get at point F? Very easy to calculate. Okay, very easy to calculate. How I am going to calculate it? Understand. The bending moment from A to F, change in bending moment from A to F will be equal to what? Area under this shear force diagram, है ना? A पे bending moment 0 है, तो जो भी change आ रहा है, that is bending moment at F. Change in bending moment from A to F equal to area under this diagram. Bending moment at A is 0, so that change is equal to bending moment at F. How much will be this area? Half into 10 into x. Do half into 10 into x. X is 2.5. So half into 10 into 2.5. It will be 12.5. Simple. Bending moment at F will be 12.5. And from A to F, bending moment diagram will be a parabola, and this parabola will have decreasing slope because shear force is decreasing. So this will have decreasing slope. Then at point B, what will be the bending moment, beta? So bending moment at point B will be 10 into 3, 30, minus 4 into 3, 12 into 1.5. निकाल लो कितना आ रहा है? 30, 10 into 3, minus UDL का लोड 4 into 3, 12, multiplied by 1.5. कितना? 12. टोटल आ रहा है 12. तो बेटा यहां पे कहीं आएगा 12. Okay, and the bending moment curve will be parabola but with increasing slope. This is a complete parabola, but from here to F increasing slope, from F to B decreasing slope. Now beta at point C you have to calculate bending moment. Now here there is a very important thing you need to understand. At point C there is a couple, and whenever there is a couple we are going to get two bending moments. So you need to calculate both the bending moments. So one bending moment you have to calculate without this couple. Don't consider this couple. Right now don't consider this couple. So how much bending moment I will get, beta? 10 multiplied by 5. 10 multiplied by 5, 50, minus 4 into 3, 12, multiplied by 1.5 into 2, 3.5, 8. I am getting 8. Okay. So beta it will be somewhere here. So this bending moment is without considering the couple. Now B to C there will be a straight line. Okay. Now you consider the couple. So now if I consider this couple, then how much bending moment I will get? From left side, this moment, clockwise moment is positive. Moment of 10 kilonewton you are considering positive. So moment of this will also be a positive. So beta 8 plus 10, it will become 18. So this will be the bending moment. So now you are getting two bending moment at the same point. Why? Because there is a couple. So do you remember how to calculate bending moment when there is a couple? one value without the couple, one value including the couple. Okay, then beta from at point D what will be the bending moment? तो D पे निकालना है तो लेफ्ट से आने की जरूरत नहीं है, डोंट नीड टू कैलकुलेट बेंडिंग मोमेंट फ्रॉम लेफ्ट, डायरेक्टली कैलकुलेट इट फ्रॉम राइट. तो 6 into 2 how much it will be? 12. तो बेटा 6 into 2 12, तो here somewhere 12. Okay, and then at point T it will become 0. So this is the bending moment. Okay, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा स्लोप में चेंज आएगा like this. Okay, so this is the bending moment diagram, and where you are getting maximum bending moment beta? See, there is a change in sign also and there is a couple also, so you can either get bending moment maximum here or you can get here. So where we are getting maximum bending moment? At point C. So it doesn't mean that if there is change in sign there will be maximum bending moment there only. If there is a couple, bending moment can be maximum at that point also. So here there were both the criterias, sign भी change हो रहा था, couple भी था, तो दोनों में से किसी एक जगह बेंडिंग मोमेंट मैक्सिमम होगा. ओके, नेक्स्ट वी विल सी ओवरहैंग बीम. अगेन आई हैव कैलकुलेटेड द रिएक्शंस ऑलरेडी. ओके, सो बेटा लेट्स ड्रॉ द शियर फोर्स डायग्राम फर्स्ट. ओके, सो फर्स्ट आई विल ड्रॉ द datum line where the shear force is 0. Then beta here at this point, let's name these points A, B, C and D. So at point A the shear force will be 27, right? Then from A to B shear force will change downward. How much? 27 minus 40 minus 13, like this. Okay, then from B to C constant, then from C minus 13 plus 19 6, then C to D constant, then at point D plus 6 minus 6 0. This is the shear force diagram which is changing sign twice, plus minus plus. And if you have followed me, if you have seen my other strength of material lectures, if you have seen my shear force and bending moment strength of material lecture, then you might know that if you shear force changes sign twice, then what is going to happen? अगर shear force दो बार sign change कर रहा है, then what we are going to get? If the shear force changes sign twice, bending moment will change sign once, and if bending moment is changing sign, then what we are going to get? Point of contraflexure. So just by looking at shear force diagram we can tell that there will be point of contraflexure here. Okay, and how do we get this? How do we know this? Because we have learned strength of materials by Aprup sir. No, not exactly. Actually this is a very simple trick. If shear force is changing sign n times, bending moment will change sign n minus 1 times. So if shear force is changing sign 0 times, bending moment will also change sign 0 times. Okay, not minus 1 times, 0 times. If shear force is changing sign 1 time, then bending moment again will change sign 0 times. If shear force changes sign 2 times, bending moment will change sign 1 time. If shear force changes sign 3 times, bending moment will change sign 2 times. Now why I am not giving it in written? Why I am not writing this formula? Why I am not writing this rule? Because beta there are some exceptions to this rule. That's why I cannot write it. Okay, 99.99% time it will work, but 0.01% time there are some cases where it will not work. So beta if I write it down, then someone will take the screenshot of that and they will send it to me along with the exceptional case that sir you told us that here the shear force should change sign 1, bending moment should change sign 1, but it is not happening. See, you are wrong sir, I will tell everyone sir that you have taught wrong sir. So that's why I cannot guarantee that it will work 100% times, but it's a very convenient rule which you can use in objective questions in order to save time. तो यहाँ पहले से ही पता है पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्ट्राफ्लेक्चर मिलने वाला है. ओके, सो लेट्स ड्रॉ द बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम. तो बेटा बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम ड्रॉ करने के लिए फर्स्ट आई नीड टू फाइंड द लोकेशन ऑफ दिस पॉइंट. ओके, लेट मी कॉल दिस पॉइंट ई पॉइंट. ओके, तो ई पॉइंट का लोकेशन निकालने के दो तरीके हैं, मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया था. आई विल यूज द सेकेंड तरीका, मीन्स शियर फोर्स की वैल्यू 0. सो एस एट पॉइंट ई इक्वल टू 0. इट विल बी 27 माइनस 20 इंटू एक्स equals to 0. तो x will be equals to 27 by 20, 27 by 20, 1.35 meters. So beta, this point where shear force is changing sign is at 1.35 meter from A. Okay, so that point is also important for us. A, B, C, D and this point at 1.35 meter is E. Okay, now at point A, what will be the bending moment? 0. Bending moment at point A will be 0 because there is no couple. At point E, what will be the bending moment? 27 into 1.35 minus 20 into, don't do that. Just calculate area under the diagram, right? Just calculate area under the diagram. So half into base into height, and that will give you the bending moment at this point, E point, 18.225, 18.225. okay, and from A to E, parabola with decreasing slope. Okay, then at point B, 27 into 2, 27 into 2 minus 20 into 2 into 1, 14, and here to here increasing slope parabola. Okay, then at point C, what will be the bending moment beta? yahan se nikal lo, 6 into 2, 12, but this will be negative. Left से clockwise positive, right से clockwise is negative. Okay, तो मेरे भाई here it will be minus 12. Okay, and from B to C there will be a straight line. From C to D there will be a straight line. Okay, so this will be the bending moment diagram, and you can see that maximum bending moment is at E because shear force is changing sign, and you are getting a point of contraflexure here. This is the point of contraflexure. How you will find the location of this point? Very easy. Either apply similar triangle, or you can find the location of point of contraflexure by assuming any distance here and take bending moment, equate it with 0. ठीक है, bending moment की equation बना लो यहाँ से. Okay, let's say this distance is x. ठीक है, मान लो, नहीं तो फिर इसको x बोल देते हैं, इसको x बोल देते हैं. Okay, let's say this distance is x. तो बेटा, what will be the equation of bending moment here? इक्वेशन ऑफ बेंडिंग मोमेंट क्या हो जाएगा? अरे यार, उसी को x बोल देना था, किसी एक कॉर्नर से निकाल लेना था. चलो, इसको पूरे को ही मैं x मान लेता हूं. ओके, खुश? नाउ व्हाट विल द बेंडिंग मोमेंट हियर बेटा? एट दिस पॉइंट, लेट मी कॉल दिस पॉइंट पॉइंट F. तो बेंडिंग मोमेंट एट F इज 0, है ना? बेंडिंग मोमेंट एट F is 0. Now bending moment from right side you calculate 6 into x minus 19 into x minus 2. This will be the equation, है ना? 6 का distance कितना? x, 19 का distance कितना? x minus 2. Okay, don't worry about positive negative beta. Even if I put negative here, positive here, I am going to get the same thing. ठीक है? Now beta, solve this. What you are going to get? 6x minus 19x, 13x will be equal to 38. Okay, so 38 by 13, it will be 2.923 meter. So this is the location of point of contraflexure. From the right end, it is at 2.923 meters away. Okay, so beta, you can easily revise the shear force and bending moment diagrams of cantilever beam, simply supported beam and overhang beam, and I have revised all the concepts here. calculating the location of maximum bending moment, calculating the location of point of contraflexure, everything is clear. Okay, now let's solve some most expected questions. किस टाइप के questions आप expect कर सकते हो एग्जाम में, और जितने भी लोग अभी अभी जुड़े हैं, those of you who have still not liked, this is not fair. You can see how much effort I am putting here. Please give me a like, hit the like button and don't forget to share. ठीक है, चलो. For the overhanging beam shown in figure, magnitude of maximum bending moment is. So this is a very popular question where they will give you a type of loading and they will ask you to find maximum bending moment. Now whenever you need to find maximum bending moment, you need to first think, where do you get maximum bending moment? So maximum bending moment kahan milta hai? Either if there is a couple or if there is change in sign of shear force. Is there any couple here? No. So here bending moment will be maximum where there is sign of change in sign of shear force. So we need to draw the shear force diagram. And in order to draw that, we need these reactions. How you are going to get these reactions? By using equilibrium equations. Okay. Let's take moment at any one point. Let me take moment at point A. If I take moment at point A, the moment of RB will be RB into 4, which will be anti-clockwise. Moment of these two will be clockwise, so equal to 20 into 6 plus 10 into 4 into 2. So beta, how much RB are we getting? This will become 20 into 6 plus 40 into 2 divided by 4. 50. RB I am getting 50. And if RB is 50, RA will be equal to how much? What is the total load? 40 plus 20, 60. So RA will be 10, right? Total load कितना है? 40 plus 20, 60. तो RB 50 है तो RA 10 है. तो बेटा this is 10 and this is 50. Now let's draw the shear force diagram. Okay. तो बेटा shear force diagram के लिए first I will draw the datum. That is what I do always. Okay. 0, 0. Now 10 ऊपर, ठीक है. Then बेटा A से लेके B तक straight line. 10 minus 40 minus 30. 10 minus 40 minus 30. 10 minus 40 minus 30. अरे minus 30. Then minus 30 plus 50, 20. Minus 30 plus 50, 20. Then from here to here, constant. Then 20 minus 20, 0. Now beta, this is positive, negative, positive. Where the shear force is changing sign, one here, one here. But look at this area and this area, right? Which area is bigger? This area is bigger, na? So here bending moment will be maximum. Here bending moment will be maximum. Okay. So point B pe bending moment will be maximum, and how much it will be? Equal to this area, 20 into 2. Right. If this area was bigger, then this will be the maximum bending moment. But यहाँ पे area ज़्यादा है, तो this will be maximum bending moment. M maximum 20 into 2. 40 kilonewton meter. So this will be the maximum bending moment. Is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? क्या ये आप लोगों को clear हुआ? Yes, very good. Next question beta. Now this is also a very important concept. Okay, the area of shear force diagram. So beta, here in the question they have given us shear force diagram and they are asking us to find the maximum bending moment. Okay, let me name these points. So let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E. So beta, here I have A, B, C, D, E, 5 points, but the sign of shear force is only at B, C and D. So here at these points bending moment can be maximum, but you don't need to. Draw the shear force or bending moment diagram. You can directly calculate bending moment directly from this area. MB minus MA will be equal to this area, है ना? Now MA is what? 0. So whatever you will get, it will be MB. What is this area? It's a negative area, okay? So minus 8 into 3. MA is already 0. So MB will be minus 24, okay, kilonewton meter, okay. Now MC we need to calculate. So can I do MC minus MB? Understand, if I am doing MB minus MA, I need to do MC minus MB, then MD minus MC, then ME minus MD, okay. So MC minus MB, this is a positive area, 8 into 5, okay. What is MB? MB is minus 24, so this will become plus 24 equals to 40. So MC will be equals to what? 16 kilonewton meter, okay. Now MD I need to calculate. So can I do ME minus MD? Yes, I can do it, okay. Again positive area, 10 into 2. ME is 0, so MD is minus 20 kilonewton meter. So which one is maximum, beta? The maximum is MB. Okay, this is maximum, okay. So do you understand how we can find out bending moment directly from the area of shear force diagram? Now here you might be noticing that bending moment is changing sign, negative से positive, फिर positive से negative. How many times it is changing sign? 2 times. Negative to positive, then positive to negative. 2 times it is changing sign. Why? Because shear force is changing sign 3 times. B पे, C पे, D पे. So if shear force changes sign 3 times, bending moment will change sign 2 times. Negative to positive, then positive to negative. Okay. Next very important type of question is this, where they have given us a bracket attached to the beam. Okay. So in this case, what we need to do? In this case, we need to transfer this force directly on the beam. ठीक है? So if I transfer this force on the beam, I am going to get a force and a moment. So beta यहाँ पे the force is acting here. I will transfer this force from here to here. So beta I will get a force of 100 Newton and I will get a moment. Moment will be how much? 100 into, we need to calculate it in meter. So 100 into 0.1 meter, matlab 10 Newton meter, and it will be clockwise. From here to here, it will be clockwise. Okay. Now the reactions. Let me call these points A, B, C. So calculate the reaction, beta. Let's calculate the reaction at A. So take moment at C. What do we need to calculate? Maximum bending moment. Okay. So take reaction at C. Sorry, take moment at C. So it will become RA into, what is this length? 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. So RA into 1, ठीक है, plus 10 equal to 100 into 0.5. This will be the moment at point C. Now what will be value of RA, beta? This will become 50 minus 10, 40. And if RA is 40, what will be RC? Total load is 100. So it will be 60. Okay. So 40 and 60. Now draw the bending moment diagram, beta. Draw the bending moment diagram. You will understand what is the maximum bending moment. So 40 into, now there is a couple here. What did I tell you? When there is a couple, hide the couple and calculate the bending moment once. And then you add the couple. Okay. So beta 40 into 0.5, 20, and it will be like this. Then sudden change. 40 wala moment is clockwise. This moment is also clockwise. So both will be added. So 40 plus 10, sorry, 20 plus 10, 30. And then it will become 0. So what is maximum bending moment, beta? Maximum bending moment is 30 kilonewton meter. Very good. 30 kilonewton meter. Okay. So if you are confused, beta, always draw the bending moment diagram. Okay, don't just calculate the bending moment values, draw the diagram, so it will be clear to you that this is the maximum bending moment. Okay, next is a very important concept, which is internal hinge. अब internal hinge का question है, maximum bending moment we need to calculate. So in order to calculate bending moment, we need to find reaction that is fixed. Okay, I will not calculate reaction here, I will calculate reaction here. Okay, so let's say this is the reaction, let me call it RD. How I will calculate RD? Very simple beta, this is internal hinge. Okay, ये क्या है, ये क्या है, internal hinge, which is what, pin joint, and pin joint is there, so it cannot resist moment. पिन जो है वो मोमेंट को रेजिस्ट नहीं कर सकता, तो बेटा बेंडिंग मोमेंट एट पॉइंट सी मस्ट बी व्हाट, जीरो. बेंडिंग मोमेंट एट पॉइंट सी क्या होना चाहिए, जीरो. क्यों होना चाहिए, बिकॉज देयर इज एन इंटरनल hinge, that's why. Okay, तो मेरे भाई bending moment at C should be 0. From right side, what will be the bending moment? RD multiplied by 2 minus 8 into 1 equals to 0. So RD will be equal to 4 kilonewton. So I have got value of RD. Now if I want to calculate bending moment, I will draw the bending moment diagram. Okay, so beta let's draw the bending moment diagram. Okay, quickly, फटाफट से. RD कितना है, 4. तो 4 into 1, 4. This is 0. This is 4. Okay, at point C bending moment will be 0. At point B bending moment will be equal to how much, 4 into 4 16 minus 8 into 3 24. 16 minus 24 कितना हुआ, 16 minus 24 हुआ minus 8. So here at point B the bending moment will be minus 8. Then at point A what will be the bending moment beta, at point A bending moment will be 4 into, एक सेकेंड यहाँ पे सही निकाला कि नहीं, 4 into 4 16 minus 8 into 3, सही निकाला. Okay, now here I want to calculate the bending moment, so this will be 4 into 6 24 minus 8 into 5 40. 24 minus 40 कितना हुआ, minus 16 minus 24. कर ही लेते कैलकुलेटर में. 4 into 6 minus 8 into 5 minus 12 into 2 minus 40. minus 40 की जगह ही नहीं है, I don't have space. But now I have got that bending moment at A is maximum, which is what, minus 40 kilonewton meter. Okay, so this is maximum bending moment. Okay, at point A. If you get this reaction, then there is nothing in the question. Okay, ये reaction मिल जाने के बाद फिर कुछ भी नहीं है. And how do we find the reaction? Bending moment at internal hinge is equal to 0. Okay, so these are some most expected questions from shear force bending moment diagram. They will ask you to calculate maximum bending moment, then they will give you this area of shear force diagram and ask you to calculate bending moment, then they will give you this bracket wala question, then they will give you this internal hinge wala question. Okay, so this is the complete revision of shear force and bending moment diagram. Don't forget to watch tomorrow's lecture. Tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. we have what? Complete revision of bending stress. And a very important news, from tomorrow we are starting crash course on vibration. Crash course on vibration. Okay, from tomorrow. What is the date tomorrow? Let me see. What is the date tomorrow? 14th. Yes, 14th Jan. Okay, at 2 p.m. Okay, these classes will be Monday to Saturday 2 p.m. Okay, just like crash course of theory of machine. कहाँ पे? Unacademy पे. Unacademy free special class. Everyone can join. How you can join beta? I have provided the link. I have provided the link in the comments. I have provided the link in the live chat. click on that link and don't forget to join me tomorrow at 2 p.m. to start the crash course of vibration on Unacademy free special class. And if you are watching the free special class for the first time, then you can use this code APPROVE10. You can use this code APPROVE10 in order to unlock your free special class. Okay, and don't forget to join my Telegram channel. If you don't want to miss any of my classes, मेरी कोई class miss नहीं करना चाहते, then join my Telegram channel. Open your Telegram app and search for APPROVE10. Join this Telegram channel so that you will get the notification and links of all my classes. Okay, and if you want to download the PDF of this lecture, you will either get it here, आपको यहाँ पे भी मिल जाएगी, and you will also get it here, यहाँ पे भी मिल जाएगी. Okay, open this link tinyurl.com/approve10. Open tinyurl.com/approve10. You will find the link of all the classes, all the PDF. Okay, well organized. एक बार open करो, सब समझ में आ जाएगा, बहुत आसान है. Okay, and बेटा we have started new batches, एकदम fresh batches, बहुत ताजा तरीन batches of GATE 2022, GATE 2023 and ESE 2021. Okay, so beta, if you are preparing for ESE 2021 which will be held in July, or GATE 22 or GATE 23, then beta you need to start your preparation with the best of the batches. Okay, best of the educators, with best of the content, with best of the intent, and the students who have enrolled for these classes are also best. Beta, because Unacademy is India's #1 learning platform, so all the best of the students who are preparing for GATE have enrolled for these batches. So if you want to start your preparation with the best, from the best, then join Unacademy Plus. You will get live classes in English as well as in Hindi, no language problem. You will get doubt solving session, all your doubts will be clear, which will be most important thing. Weekly tests, crash courses, rank improvement batch, everything is here on Unacademy Plus. And if you want a more personalized learning, if you want a more personal help, अगर आपको personal level पे जाके help चाहिए, if you want that personal push, then you can take Unacademy Iconic subscription, where you are going to get a personal coach who will personally make your schedule. He will make you follow that schedule. He will prepare all your study plans. He will take one-on-one session in order to understand your strength, your weaknesses. So beta, he will take care of you on a very personal level. Okay, so this is Unacademy Iconic. Okay, now what you get on Unacademy Plus platform? So on Unacademy Plus platform, there are so many tools which are going to help you in your online learning. For example, there is a tool called live polling and leaderboard. What is there? If there is an objective question, कोई objective question है ABCD, तो आपको एक पोलिंग क्रिएट की जाएगी, 2 मिनट 3 मिनट में आंसर दो. मान लो मैंने आंसर मार दिया A. After 2 minutes, they will give you a scoreboard. Leaderboard is nothing but a scoreboard where you will get your rank and you will get your timing. So beta, in this case, you will understand where do you stand in your class. It will create a competitive environment. You will try to do better and better. And your management skill, time management skill will also improve, which is very important for objective questions. Okay. Then beta, live interaction. Whenever you are studying on Unacademy platform, you will realize that you can interact with teacher in real time. You can talk to the teacher through this comment section. Whatever you want to say, you can type and your teacher will be able to read. Okay, it is that easy, it is that convenient. And let's say you have a big doubt you want to ask. You can take the picture of that doubt. You can attach that file. So beta, your teacher will read that and he will solve that in the live class. This is how you can clear all your doubts. And if you are thinking you are not going to get enough time for doubt solving, there are so many students, how I will get time? Don't worry. Every 4th lecture is a doubt clearing session. In this session, there will be only doubt clearing. इस सेशन में सिर्फ डाउट पूछे जाएंगे. हर चौथे लेक्चर में सिर्फ डाउट पूछे जाएंगे. तो आपको जितने भी डाउट्स पूछने हैं आप अपने क्लियर करा सकते हो. टाइम की कमी नहीं पड़ेगी. इनफैक्ट एक मजे की बात बताता हूं. During the examination time, we have batches separately, specially only for doubt clearing. सिर्फ डाउट क्लियरिंग के लिए बैचेस बन रही हैं जिसमें सिर्फ डाउट्स क्लियर हो रहे हैं अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट के अलग अलग टीचर्स से. ओके, सो दिस इज द बेस्ट थिंग अबाउट अनअकैडमी. एंड अनअकैडमी गिव्स यू मल्टीपल बैचेस, मल्टीपल ब्रांचेस, मल्टीपल एग्जाम्स. आप एमई के लिए प्रिपेयर करो, एक्सी के लिए प्रिपेयर करो, गेट के लिए पढ़ो, पीएसयू के लिए पढ़ो, ईएससी के लिए पढ़ो, सबके लिए पढ़ सकते हो यूजिंग ओनली वन सिंगल सब्सक्रिप्शन. देयर आर सो मेनी बैचेस and all these batches will be unlocked, all these batches will be open for you. You can take part in every batch, you can take part in all these batches. Okay, एक से ज्यादा बैच भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हो. गेट की भी पढ़ लो, ईएससी की भी पढ़ लो, पीएसयू की भी पढ़ लो, एमई की भी पढ़ लो, पीआई के लिए भी पढ़ लो, एक्सी के लिए भी पढ़ लो. सो दिस इज द बेस्ट थिंग अबाउट अनअकैडमी. ओके, वन सब्सक्रिप्शन, मल्टीपल बैचेस, मल्टीपल ब्रांचेस, मल्टीपल एग्जाम्स. ओके, all you need to do is open your Unacademy learning app, choose any one of these subscription. Okay, I will suggest you take 1 year, 1.5 year or 2 year plan. Why? Because beta their per month cost if you compare with short term plans is very less and you will get enough time to join all these awesome batches. Okay, and don't forget to use this code APROOP10. If you use this code you are going to get 10% off on your subscription. And if you are using this code, whenever you use this code beta, I will get the notification and I will think that you have joined Unacademy believing in me. मेरे पे भरोसा करके आप Unacademy को से जुड़ रहे हो तो मैं आपका भरोसा नहीं तोड़ूंगा. I will be there with you throughout your subscription, 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 year, whatever your subscription is, I will be there with you. Okay, so don't forget to take Unacademy Plus subscription. You will also be able to pay this इन ईएमआई. आप नो कॉस्ट ईएमआई पे भर सकते हो, बिना किसी एडिशनल कॉस्ट के ये फी भर सकते हो बेटा. 1650 रुपीज ओनली पर मंथ और ऑलमोस्ट 54 रुपीज पर डे. दिस इज हाउ अफोर्डेबल द अनअकैडमी हैज मेड द क्वालिटी एजुकेशन. अनअकैडमी ने क्वालिटी एजुकेशन को इतना अफोर्डेबल कर दिया है. 50 रुपए, लगभग 50 रुपए प्रतिदिन. इससे ज्यादा का डेटा खर्च करना पड़ता था पहले. आज की डेट में 50 रुपए प्रतिदिन में आप इन लेजेंडरी एजुकेटर्स, इनको देख रहे हैं आप, इनसे पढ़ने के लिए लोग लाखों रुपए देके दिल्ली, हैदराबाद जैसी सिटीज में जाके रहते थे और आज इन्हीं से पढ़ने के लिए आपको सिर्फ 50 रुपीज पर डे पे करना है. दैट इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ अनअकैडमी. यू कैन ऑल्सो टेक अनअकैडमी आइकॉनिक सब्सक्रिप्शन फॉर 1 year or 2 year to get the personalized learning, to get the personal attention of your guide, your mentor. Okay, now beta, I will see you soon on Unacademy in these batches, but till then hit the like button, share the link and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you tomorrow in the crash course. The link is given in the live chat. Join this crash course tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye, take care, good night.